The 2025 Mazda CX-50. A nitty-gritty investigation of a refined and skilled minimal SUV. The 2025 Mazda CX-50 hangs out in the jam-packed reduced SUV section by focusing on driving pleasure and an exceptional vibe. Credits frequently forfeited for common sense in this class. Mazda, long known for its obligation to zoom driving elements, has effectively made an interpretation of designing ability into a SUV is both skilled and locking in. The CX-50 isn't simply one more hybrid, it's an assertion about how pragmatic transportation can be implanted with the soul of driving delight. This nitty-gritty investigation will dive into each aspect of the 2025 Mazda CX-50, looking at its plan, execution, innovation, inside, well-being, and how it squeezes into the cutthroat scene. Plan reasoning. A mix of style and roughness, the CX-50 breaks from the more unmistakably smooth and metropolitan styling of other Mazda SUVs like the CX-5 and CX-30. All things being equal, it takes on a somewhat more tough and outdoorsy stylish, indicating its improved capacity outside of what might be expected. Mazda refers to this plan language as Kodo, which means soul of movement. The CX-50's Kodo translation centers around a feeling of solidarity and experience. Outside styling. The front belt includes a conspicuous, upstanding grille, flanked by thin Dröve headlights that are both smart and practical. The etched hood and articulated wheel curves give the CX-50 a solid position. The side profile is described by a rising beltline, which adds a unique stream to the vehicle. Dark cladding around the wheel wells and lower guards builds up the SUV's vigorous look. The back plan is perfect and straightforward, with thin taillights and an inconspicuous spoiler. By and large, the plan figures out how to work out some kind of harmony among refinement and rough capacity, making it check out similarly at home in the city and on a woodland trail. Variety range. Mazda offers an organized choice of varieties for the CX-50, going from downplayed metallics to additional lively shades. These varieties are painstakingly decided to supplement the vehicle's plan and upgrade its visual allure. The paint quality, a Mazda trademark, is brilliant, giving the CX-50 a superior vibe. Wheel choices. Various trims of the CX-50 accompany changing composite wheel plans and sizes, further adding to the unmistakable person of each model. From additional stifled, cleaned plans to bolder, more obscure choices, the wheel decisions take into consideration a level of customization, execution, and powertrain. The Mazda driving DNA. The driving experience is where the CX-50 genuinely separates itself. Mazda engineers have focused on an association between the driver and the street, underscoring exact taking care of and responsive execution. Motor decisions. The 2025 CX-50 offers two motor choices: a normally suctioned 2.5-liter four-chamber, and a turbocharged rendition of a similar motor. Inside plan and innovation. Premium solace and present-day comfort. The inside of the 2025 Mazda CX-50 exhibits Mazda's obligation to premium plan and quality materials. The Lodge is insightfully intended to be both upscale and practical. Material quality. Mazda has utilized great materials all through the inside, including delicate touch surfaces, genuine metal accents, and accessible cowhide upholstery. The scrupulousness is obvious in the sewing, board fit, and generally wrap-up, making a feeling that is more refined than numerous rivals in the Porsche. Seating and solace. The front seats are agreeable and strong, offering brilliant flexibility for an extensive variety of body types. They are intended to offer satisfactory lumbar help, making them agreeable on longer drives. The back seats are agreeable, however space isn't uncommon in this class. Dashboard and controls. The dashboard is perfect and cleaned up, with an emphasis on driver-driven controls. All fundamental controls are inside simple reach, and the moderate plan forestalls interruptions. The environment control framework is natural to utilize, and actual buttons are accommodated key capabilities, which a few drivers like over touchscreen interfaces. Infotainment framework. The 2025 CX-50 elements a 10.3-inch infotainment screen, an overhaul from the past model's 8.8-inch screen. This screen is controlled by means of a turning dial on the mid-control area, a framework that is lauded for its convenience and negligible driver interruption. The framework likewise offers standard remote Apple CarPlay and Android Auto Mix, alongside various associated administrations. Sound frameworks. The standard sound framework highlights 8 speakers, while Premium and Premium, in addition to models, move up to a 12-speaker Bose Premium sound framework. The Bose framework gives great sound quality, with fresh highs, adjusted mids, and profound bass. Computerized instrument group. The instrument bunch includes a mix of simple measures and a computerized show, giving fundamental data to the driver in an unmistakable and effectively lucid configuration. The advanced presentation can be modified to show different data of interest, like mileage, trip data, and security framework cautions. Remote charging. A remote charging cushion is accessible for most trims of the 2025 CX-50, adding a degree of comfort for those with viable cell phones. 2025 model year upgrades. Zeroing in on innovation and accommodation. Mazda has made a few striking enhancements for the 2025 model year, tending to certain areas for development and upgrading the general possession experience. Base 2.5-liter. The standard motor produces 187 pull and 186 pound-feet of force. While it's not quite as powerful as the turbocharged choice, it's as yet a competent and smooth motor for ordinary driving. It gives adequate capacity to commonplace driving and city driving. Turbocharged 2.5-liter. The discretionary turbocharged motor fundamentally helps execution, conveying 256 drive and 320 pound-feet of force on premium fuel. It can likewise run on customary fuel at somewhat lower yield. This motor is especially interesting to those looking for a more lively and connecting with driving experience. The expansion in force is promptly perceptible, considering faster speed increase and easy passing moves. Transmission. Both motor choices are matched with a smooth and responsive 6-speed programmed transmission. Mazda has tuned this transmission for ideal execution and eco-friendliness, guaranteeing consistent stuff changes and fast downshifts when required. While certain contenders are embracing 8-speed or even CVT transmissions, Mazda selected the 6-speed, which has been shown to be solid and powerful. All-wheel drive, AWD. A urgent part of the CX-50's presentation is the standard all-wheel drive framework. This framework isn't only for severe weather conditions. It additionally improves taking care of and dependability on dry streets. The framework is tuned to convey force successfully between the front and back tires, giving better footing and control in different driving circumstances. Taking care of and ride quality. The CX-50's skeleton is strikingly very much tuned, conveying a certain and made driving experience. The guiding is exact and informative, giving a decent vibe to the street. Body roll is insignificant, in any event, while cornering forcefully. In spite of its emphasis on taking care of, the ride quality is additionally estimable. The suspension successfully retains knocks and flaws, guaranteeing an agreeable ride for both the driver and travelers. G-vectoring control. In addition to the CX-50 likewise includes Mazda's G-vectoring control in addition to GVC Plus framework, which assists with improving cornering strength and lessen driver weariness. GVC Plus utilizes unpretentious motor force changes in accordance with shift weight and further developed dependability, bringing about a really captivating and smoother driving experience. Standard 10.3-inch infotainment screen. Beforehand, the base models accompanied a more modest 8.8-inch show. Each of the 2025 CX-50 models presently get the bigger and more easy-to-understand 10.3-inch infotainment screen. Amazon Alexa coordination. The 2025 model presents standard Amazon Alexa incorporation across the setup, taking into account voice-enacted control of different vehicle works and shrewd home gadgets. This upgrades the comfort and connectedness of the CX-50. Upgraded driver help highlights. The setup of driver help innovations has been upgraded with new increases and enhancements. For example, a backseat-ready framework, and further developed evening time execution of the passerby discovery framework.